Yeah, 19.
So 19 of October.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin was 57,000 something. So now
Yeah.
62. All right.
Bitcoin is 62,000 plus.
ETH 37.6. Oh, but it went up to 3,000 feet. So now it's 0821. 0821. Right.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you today. Today's Tuesday, 19.
Hi everyone.
19 October.
Thank you all for joining us. It's nice to see you all again. Yes, it's 19th of October, Tuesday. So Bitcoin price is now a good thing. It's above
Yeah.
60,000 already. So it's something that a lot of people, a lot of you out there have been like waiting for, have been hoping for, right? So now is the time. It is above 60,000. It has been above 60,000 for the last few days. So while ETH is still about there, still about the same. BNB just gone up by maybe $10 from the last time we do this live stream. So of course, opportunities are still out there. So Mr. Richard, what do you want to cover for us today?
Yeah, we can see our title today is about the Bitcoin price prediction, and BTC return to 62,000 as then when it strict aiming for the 68,000. Yeah, based on the article, they have the analytics in Bitcoin cryptocurrency when it's last weekend. It's going down nearly 60,000, but it's hit the support at the 60,000, and we also can see some of the level, some of the resistance level here. The support level 60,000, 59,000, yeah, and we see it's on the bulling uptrend. And if you want, if you use this, you can see this photo. This one is a lot of people put the banana in front of the Wall Street bull. Yeah, because it look like some because when I see this from here, it's look the fighting between the bull and bear, and now it's at the
Gorilla.
yeah, gorilla.
Gorilla
Yeah,
means.
yeah. I also don't know. It's look like bull and bear, and the bear has been removed
Gorilla.
with the
Gorilla is the red.
gorilla. Yeah, and they say that it's a big gorilla run. It looks like the with the market now is on the way to go further higher, and people ask us why, because we see the U.S. government approve for the increase the debt ceiling, no more 28 trillion, and the money will be bring out more, and the price of crypto will go higher, and we see the ETF has been approved by the SEC, and based on the CNBC, we see the first Bitcoin future exchange rate fund started trading Tuesday. Now from Tuesday US time, It look like the price will go further this week. Yeah, and here's a little bit interview about to say that uh, I also want to share to all of you. This look like this is the first company to sell the ETF on US, and they it's a pro share Bitcoin future ETF, and this on CNBC, and you also can find to see more about this, and we also can see the Bitcoin price, the charts now is on the higher charts, and I just now I also want to 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 share to you the next resistance, the level of the cryptocurrency. And now we see is with the day chart, the price 62,200. Right? Let me see extension, and we also can apply the retracement to know to see more what is the next restriction, the next resistance level, 74,600. Yeah, if you try to do with the Fibonacci, you can set your price to sell or to sell at this price. And the support level, as I saw below, is around 60,000. Yeah. Sometimes so hard for you to see the chart. Right? Yeah, here I show you here. 74,500. Yeah, you can sell this price and you buy in at 60,000. Yeah, and we also have some more other news. And most of the news said to us about the Bitcoin future ETFs maybe launch, maybe next to launch there after ProShare begin trading on October today, and also there are more and more ETF Bitcoins will be launched at this after the approve. And in this article, share to us what's the next, what is the more other company, and we also see the New York Anthony General unregistered crypto lenders must shut down in US. Yeah, many and many uh, many projects and Bitcoin previously in unregistered in US should be uh, shut down. And I also have some little information want to share with you about uh, El Salvador, because more and more people in El Salvador they know more about the crypto and Bitcoin this day. I also can
They
want to
disable the price information on the Chivo app.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh, Before that, I want to say ATM data show Salvadorians interest in the Bitcoin BTC is rising. Yeah, this is some of the more and more people use the Chivo wallet.
right.
Um,
You see the second paragraph there. More Salvadorans are converting their dollars into BTC.
yeah, that's right. That means they more and more as Salvadorian that they want to hold the Bitcoin when the price are good, when the price increasing. And the next article, the latest one is uh, El Salvador disable Bitcoin price on Chivo app to stop the uh, scalpers, because because some of the people they want to use the price difference between the app and with the crypto market, so they use this to earn a little bit margin from between the app and the market. Yeah, that is the way. That's why the the app travel they disable this.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
guess they do not want people to make a lot of quick bucks suddenly using the app.
Yeah, that is not a bug. That is the little bit price different.
Yeah,
Uh,
just a little bit price different.
yeah,
Because when scalpers come in, they usually they usually buy a lot and then they resell,
yeah,
uh, or perhaps they resell elsewhere and probably
yeah,
not. It depends on how this app owner look at it. But I think there's a reason for various things that they do. But what's more important here is that the country is adopting Bitcoin, and that's a pivotal thing for any country at all to say that, and for any country to just tell the world that they are moving forward with. Actually, it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of faith, or it takes a lot of confidence
yeah,
to move the whole country into the direction of cryptocurrency. Yeah.
yeah. That's right.
Where else
It's may
you
take
shoot,
time.
the people will be shooting, or rather the whatever committee will be shooting at you and saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. We have our own currency." But the fact that El Salvador has been using US dollar, they don't have to worry because it's not their own currency. They can just use Bitcoin, and
Yeah,
the
that's
only
right.
country that should be worrying is their neighbor somewhere north towards them. Be like, why
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
not using our dollar anymore? Or
yeah,
please continue to use. Because we are printing a lot now.
yeah. That's right. Now is a deadline for the U.S. government to decide is increasing the debt ceiling or not. So
Yeah,
as I check, I see the news. I see the news. They extend the debt ceiling. That's why we see the price of crypto go up more, and we also can hear some of the trader asking why the Bitcoin's price go up, but on how about the altcoin? Why it still go sideways or still go different direction with the Bitcoin? And in my own opinion, I share this. It may take time for the Bitcoin go to reach the ATH all-time high, um, and then after that, the price of Bitcoin will go sideways, and
yeah,
that is the time for the alternative coin fly over. Yeah, it's the scenario is look similar with 2020 and 2019. We see when the price Bitcoin shoot from 10,000 to 13,000, and after that 40,000, 50,000. Yeah, and now it's go higher, and after it's go to reach some the level of time is it will come down, and it's time for the alternative coin to go. Yeah, that is some of the article I share to our audience today. The most of article the time is go so around Bitcoin and some of the price prediction of the cryptocurrency. I have just see some of the price Bitcoin higher and higher into years end. This article we also at the time similar with 2019 or 20 uh, in the late of 2019 and the late of 2020. Yeah, usually on year end or on the Chinese New Year end, people can see the price of crypto go higher. It's some of this little bit different with the 2017. Yeah. Uh, but we see some of the article, the thing, some yesterday I found the article. We see two people share the information that we are in the bubble, and let's find out, are we in the bubble or not? Uh, uh, yes, we can check in the rainbow Bitcoin chart to know if we are in the bubble or not. We are in the beginning of the bubble at the time, at the price. Now we are at the, I think you can see the chart. Uh, the orange, the light orange is this a bubble? Is still wondering, and I when I try to see.
Yeah, I guess the orange part is just a bit. It's still early stage.
Yeah, we are at
So
the
that,
early stage.
yeah, it will probably build into a bubble when it reach the red color or something.
Yeah, that's right. Because on the 2018, we also reached the maximum bubble territory. Also reached this one. I I on 2014, we also go out strand of the rainbow, out of the line of the rainbow here. That's why we are still in the, it looks like in the safe area. Yeah. Uh, I
Still in the same
yeah,
region.
yeah, safe reason, yeah, because we also expect the price may hit the 100,000 in this year's end. If this year end, in the beginning of 2022, the price hit one. If the price hit if the let me check. If the price hits 100,000, it will go to the FOMO and sell seriously here. That's why the price could the price could reach around 95,000 or something below 100,000. Yeah. And when I see the charts up here, the chart here, we can see this the based on the Fibonacci, it can the highest target, it can reach a 96,000. Yeah, the highest target, target is can reach a 96,000 based on the day charts. That's why it cannot go further. Yeah, and in my own opinion, it should really start at first 74,000, 74,000 to 87,000. Because so many factors, we all can see the factor. Most factors about the ETF is approved, and some of the tester on tester, he says uh, that is the double X word, and we also can have a look at this grayscale going to, and we can see a grayscale is going to convert the GBTC into the Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, because they say that the Bitcoin ETF is a double X word. Uh, uh, it may bring a lot of wealth of the Wall Street jump into the market and manipulate the price. That's why we also need to concern about it. And it's better for us to hold Bitcoin in your own wallet, not through any other company or through any the ETF, but based on the law in some country, they need to go through with this. And with the Bitcoin, ETF is it's look like the machine for people, and it can boost the price go higher and higher. That's why the price now is cannot go below 60,000. Yeah, Mr. Nicholas, you have any share information to us
Yeah.
to
Well, as you can see that this SEC,
yeah
at some point of time in the past, they were talking, oh, creating a lot of regulations, so to speak, to limit or to try to control Bitcoin and Bitcoin trading, and try to steer the direction of big crypto investors. Yeah. So now, with all these ETF things that's coming into place, uh, perhaps at this point of time, they they would try to probably tell the public, oh, we are now pro Bitcoin, perhaps. No, it's up to you to think. No, but the thing is that all this thing that is happening, uh, uh, perhaps the main reason or the main purpose or the main intention that things are being done over there in such a manner is that so that so that for them, those their own people who are holding a lot of bitcoins themselves, they'll have a chance to offload a couple of number of bitcoin that they have, which is a lot, so that they can make money as well. Yeah,
yeah
since on one hand, uh, their own governments are printing a lot of cash, printing a lot of fiat cash. On the
yeah
other hand, this they are telling these SEC guys, oh, go and do something about this ETF thing, you know. So in a way, you might feel, and perhaps only me feeling this thing, that they are trying to pull these two things together at the same time. Um, how would you put it? You're telling someone not to do something, but you're actually doing it. But you're doing it differently, but you're still doing it. You're telling someone, no, 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 Bitcoin is bad, Bitcoin is bad, but I'm allowing all this ETF, Bitcoin ETF, and all this. Did I say Bitcoin just now? Yeah. So,
yeah
so, so for them to tell others that, oh, we don't want Bitcoin to play such a big part in our financial system, but yet now you guys can do it here with the ETF, and it's kind of like trying to tell the world two stories at one time. But perhaps that's the reason why the price of Bitcoin is able to uh, float slowly up, back up to 60 over thousand. Yeah. So of course, not to forget, whales whales are playing a big part as well in their financial system. A lot of them, a lot of big whales are probably from their own country anyway, USA. Yeah.
yeah
So that is probably the best guess, my best guess, how things can turn out, or how things can move forward with. Yeah. So of course, if you look the West doing this, and then the East is doing another thing totally differently altogether. They are essentially kind of like banning. I'm talking about U.S. and China. They are
yeah
essentially kind of banning Bitcoin, but they want digital currency, which is of course their own government digital digital currency. Whereas the West, no, I think they still have some. They still have um, a slightly longer way to go in terms of their own CBDC
Yeah.
development. Yeah, so for them to say that, oh, we now have our own CBDC, a lot of people will go crazy because they're like, wow, you are not allowing Bitcoin. You want people to trade Bitcoin ETF, and then now what is this CBDC thing? So not everyone will think that way, but of course there will be a large majority of the public would probably think that way because the West is always talking about freedom, right? Freedom of expression, freedom of living, freedom of this, that, freedom from A to Z, A to Z. Yeah. So when you tell the people, oh no, you can't do Bitcoin thing, they'll be like, what? No, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it with a lot of VPNs. Yeah. Of course, the race to moving forward with cryptocurrency, for them, it's a different game. And for the China, it's like, other than China, in Southeast Asia or in East Asia, I think Japan and Korea, I believe they are moving forward pretty well in a sense.
Yeah.
One thing is that they do not have such a large population like China or US. US have 300 over million population. China has 1.4 billion population. So for countries like Japan and Korea, they have much lesser, like only 50, 60 million people. Yeah, for them to manage these things, I think it's slightly more easier. I would say, and plus, Japan and Korea, I think they have also have a certain level of freedom, so to speak, freedom in doing things. Yeah, so that is perhaps why Bitcoin can do very well in Korea and Japan. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, not to talk about Singapore. Singapore is a different story. We are small, fragile in a sense. So of course we have daddy telling the children, oh, you shouldn't be doing Bitcoin. You should be, this Binance guy, we don't want him to be in Singapore. So all you Singaporeans can't trade on Binance now. Yeah, so that's different. So of course, is there a future for Bitcoin? Yes, definitely. All these while people are talking about Bitcoin as a digital gold. You can't steer away the fact that there are definitely a group of people thinking about Bitcoin as digital gold. Yeah, so it's the same when you can't steer away the fact that physical gold is around, while fiat, people are trading fiat. In the 1970s, people break away the gold standard, and then the dollar become backed by the promise of government, backed by the promise of government, then being backed by real gold. So, but what happened now? People still are investing in gold, physical gold. Yeah, so you can't tell the world that, oh, now since Bitcoin is banned, nobody should buy Bitcoin, nobody should invest in Bitcoin. But the nature of Bitcoin is decentralized. It's a decentralized thing. Nobody controls it. A lot of people want it. You can't stop it, and Bitcoin will still be around for quite some time. Yeah. Venezuela airport accept Bitcoin. Whoa. Yeah.
I found this article is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have an airport that is accepting Bitcoin. Actually, you look at Venezuela. Venezuela have quite a lot of currency problem at the moment.
Yeah.
For the last few years since 2001.
Yeah, that's right.
Mid 2010s. Yeah. So for them to want to switch or want to hop on and adopt cryptocurrency as payment, I think that is I think it's a natural thing. Yeah, because cryptocurrency, at least the value is there. Is The whole world is into cryptocurrency, and more people are getting into cryptocurrency, and for them to want to use Bitcoin as a certain form of payment, I think that's legit. That is natural. Yeah, Venezuela coming up with a central bank digital currency.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how that will fare for them, given that their fiat currency now is in a very challenging state. Yeah, so
They also one is similar with the El Salvador because
yeah,
there are a lot of companies that accept Bitcoin as a payment method.
yeah. So that in a way it allows them to protect their asset, I believe. Yeah. So since if they hold Bitcoin, and then even if the government, the Venezuelan government, come up with CBDC, so how much is the CBDC worth in Bitcoin or in US currency? So it may well even if the if nobody wants a CBDC, they still have Bitcoin. So they have the best of both worlds in a sense, or rather they are able to easily uh, uh, have both and use both their own CBDC and Bitcoin. Yeah. So I guess since El Salvador is on to Bitcoin, now Venezuela is on to preparing to go on to the Bitcoin on a more serious note. Yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps there are more other countries in the Central America would probably get on the wagon very soon, I believe. And when that happens, I think there's a potential that Bitcoin would go up further. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, uh, because all the South South American country, they want to get rid of the US dollar when the US want to increase the debt ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's why they want to get rid of this.
it's like
When the
U.S. increasing debt ceiling, also
yeah
meaning, oh, I'm preparing to print even more money now, even
yeah
more paper money. But please, you guys, please use my currency. Please stop using Bitcoin.
number of Bitcoin whales on the rise at the BTC just new all-time high. It's also nice article. Let's see. Address holding 100 to 1,000
Wow.
Bitcoin
Right.
jump.
So
Yeah,
basically, now we are at what 60,000. So for
yeah,
100 Bitcoin, that will be 6 million. Is that no 600? Yeah, 6 million, something like that. 60,000, 60,000 plus 100. Yeah, correct. So for 100 Bitcoin, that will be 6 million. For 1,000, that will be 60 million. So for the address that is holding 6 million to 60 million worth of BTC went up by 1.9%. I mean, rounded up is like 2%. And that's quite a number,
yeah.
considering that this is just the beginning. So there may be more. Yeah.
They say that the majority of Bitcoin holders are in profits because the earlier you hold the Bitcoin, the profits you will get. There's only left with the Bitcoin around 3,000 less than its previous high. Analyst firm report that there is only 0.89 BTC left in circulation. That's spent at the higher price. The there are coins that are spent by the investor between the 62,000 to 64,000 price range, and with the price that's targeting new all-time highs. Yeah, it shows that uh, more and more people they hold crypto, they hold Bitcoin, and wait for the when it's reached the all-time high and they want to sell to get the profits. Yeah, we can see people around the world, people investor, they are smarter and smarter. They never and they don't want to sell with the cheaper price. Yeah, if the price is lower than expectation, they will have something say that, oh, diamond hand hold hold ASAP and to keep the price, um, uh, to hold the coin to keep the price, depend on any manipulator. They want to dump the price, like May 2020. Yeah, in May 2020, we see the price jumping down. We let's see the chart. May 2020, we see the price at this level, around 60,000. It's going down with the with around 30,000. Yeah, but a lot of people, a lot of traders, they still holding the price, and now we see the ADS is around 65,000, 64,700. Yeah, it's when it's here, as I saw in the charts, the next target, the next resistance is around 74,000 to 67,000. And let's see how the price like that. And we expect with so many factors like today, like this day, based on so many countries, they adopt crypto, they accept Bitcoin, they accept cryptocurrency as their payment system, like Venezuela, like El Salvador, uh, and some of the other factors. And we hope the price of Bitcoin will go further and further. And we see the crypto ETF, Bitcoin ETF, has been approved by the SEC the first time, and process the first company they trade Bitcoin ETF, and the price will go higher. Of course, there's a double-edged sword, because it's also the place for the Wall Street. The 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 wolf of the Wall Street can jump into the market and manipulate the crypto market. But we all can know that, we all can see that, we all can see Bitcoin is limited. People they hold that there's no Bitcoin limited, and it's so hard. It's really hard to manipulate the price if you cannot hold the large amount of crypto. Yeah. So let's see the price of crypto, price of Bitcoins at this today, and with the rainbow charts, we all can see the rainbow chart, and we hope that it can reach low below 100,000. It may reach around 97, like in the Fibonacci indicator I shared to all of you recently, 96,000, and which this one is 74. Yeah, the price may hit the 74,000, and it's had a little adjustment here, and then the price will be better. It's all the time for the altcoin fly at when the Bitcoin this level, this certain level, 74,000, not 68,000 like here. But with the 68,000 is also a possibility.
Now we are mid of October, right?
Mid October, yeah.
So we still have 2.5 months to the end of the year. So
Yeah.
I guess anything can happen within that 2.5 months, right? So of course, a few months ago, some people are talking, oh, maybe the Bitcoin can go up to 100,000. So I've always, when Richard asked me, Mr. Richard asked me, I'll always tell him, you need to go to 70,000 first.
Yeah, but
So I guess we are very near now. We are very close.
yeah,
70,000 mark.
yeah,
Pretty soon, if the market is consistent, or if the market is stable enough, and it's the whales and the investors are willing to push the price. So I think we are seeing 70 or even 75,000 in no time. So of course, like Mr. Richard mentioned earlier, so when the price moved to a certain point, right now we are at 60 over 1,000. Yeah, so it may go sideways at some point. Yeah, so that's definite, because it's just like you are having your meal. After you put all the food in your mouth, you need to munch, and then you need to swallow, and then you need to digest before you take some more a few hours later. Yeah, so that is pretty much like what the market is right now. Now people are eating, people are buying, people are trading. It's hot in a sense. Yeah. So at some point when it goes sideways, that is the time that people will be like, okay, let's chill and let our stomach digest, let the market how would you say, let the market uh, uh, stay there, and perhaps let the support line slowly rise to the point that they want, and then perhaps then the price may go up further. But at any point of time, nobody can be sure that it will continue to go up, but it may just suddenly come down like the past. We never know. So that is the reason why it may go sideways for some time. A lot of people will start to watch closely and carefully. New entries will start to come in again, just like a few months ago. A lot of new entries come into the market to create the kind of support, and then there'll be new entries coming in later as well, because who will not get to know Bitcoin if the price reach 70 over 1,000? It's like the more people in the world be like, oh, have you heard of this Bitcoin 70,000 right now? It was like 28,000 a few months ago. Yeah, so words will get past a lot of walls. Yeah, walls in terms of a lot of people. When you tell them about Bitcoin, they say no. They create a wall, right? A wall of difference, and say, no, I don't like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so dangerous. And then Bitcoin is always going down. And then when this news start to hit them again, you mean now it's 60 over 1,000? I start to think twice now. For people with a big wall of defense, they'll start to think twice. So when they Bitcoin price reach a certain price higher and stay there, this wall begin to get lower and lower. They'll start to pick and say, oh, is it possible to go and buy Bitcoin now? So that is how a lot of new entries come in. Of course, I believe you listeners, you have some friends who has been asking you about Bitcoin as well. Yeah, where in the past they'll be like, don't talk to me about Bitcoin. I'm not interested in Bitcoin. And then now they say, oh, I want to know what this Bitcoin is, because now the price is so high. Please tell me, please teach me some more. Yeah, so more people will come in with this kind of mindset, and these are the people that who is going to help the market as well. Because at the end of the day, whale need the water to splash, right? So if there's no water, the whale can't do splashing. So the market must be there for the whale to splash. Yeah. So of course, these are informations that we covered. We look at the chart. Mr. Richard has shown us a chart, shown us a rainbow chart, and tell us what could be the possibility of the price movement in the future. And I think, especially the rainbow chart, I love it. It's like it gives you a clear idea, slightly clearer idea how the price could move. It doesn't mean the price must move that way, but it gives you a guide to how the price can move. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Nicholas, and I think it's time for us to say goodbye in our live stream this early morning. Yeah, if you have any question, please drop us any comment and follow our Twitter, our YouTube, and all our social channel, and we can share and discuss all in the crypto. And I get a word to Mr. Nicholas say to everyone, say goodbye to everyone. Yeah.
Right. So thank you all for joining us once again. So hopefully our information and inputs and discussion can help you to open your minds wider. And of course, we always encourage our listeners to go and do their own homework as well. So you may not be looking at Bitcoin, you may not be looking at ETH, you may not be even looking at BNB, but you may be looking at LTC, you may be looking at Zcash, you may be looking at Monero or whichever, or Xeonbit, yes. Of course, any other currencies to say that you do your own research as well, because at the end of the day, uh, each investor is responsible for their own decision. So of course, for that responsibility uh, to be exercised well, you need to exercise due diligence and read up on all the information available out there in the market. There are a lot of information out there. Yeah, so just go and take a look at that, and I hope you guys begin to earn a lot of money as well. Okay, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all again, right? Yeah.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.